the question is not, what do I think about local food, or what does Manny think? Although those are some of the questions. The question is more, what are we all interested in local food? Because at this point, the documentary becomes about all of us. It becomes about you. You know, what are you interested in? What do you want to know? What farmers do you want to talk to? And what do they have to say as well? You know, it's about them.
Marcos.
Right on. Doing local food stuff, and you know, loves to cook, and got a great artistic eye. So.
And they, I don't know, I'm majoring in biology chemical. So I don't have much to do with food, but I love food, so okay.
That's totally.
Especially food, it was amazing.
I'm Daniel. I'm planning on majoring in psychology, minoring in nutrition, and I really do think that what we ingest is a key factor in how our body functions. So I find that food is a very valuable thing to actually know more about, as well as to be aware of what you actually consume.
That's really cool. My name's Kevin. I love to cook. Yeah.
I'm Sarah, and I love to film, and I think that food is really, really important, and I want to know more about it.
She's also an amazing artist.
And
She wears that
I'm
jacket, probably.
majoring in graphic design, so it's fun.
I'm Hannah, and I don't really do anything,
You're a
but
photographer, she's
yeah, that, and I don't know much about food, but I like to eat it.
Tell me.
I'm Nikki, and I am going on to massage school, I guess, and, well, I don't guess I am, but, and then, I don't know, it's just really interesting, because I really want to get on to eating better foods, and making my diet more healthy, and eating more raw, more organic kind of stuff, and supporting our local businesses is huge for me, so, yeah.
Alright, I'm Kevin, and I'm a musician, and I like to eat and stuff, so.
I will go bankrupt. I have to continue. I have to do food habit.
Hi, Christine. I plan on majoring in biology and specializing in microbiology. I like to cook, and every spring, summer, fall, I help out in my mom's huge garden, growing vegetables and herbs and things like that.
My name's Manny, and I like to tell stories with the help of people. I, like all of you, like to eat, now probably more than others. And like to grow food, and I hope that in the process of this storytelling opportunity with everyone,
It's 9 o'clock.
it's 9 o'clock, that I get a chance to know more, about our local food system, and just getting to know more people and community building opportunities.
I'm Doug Brown. I work for Envy Energy, all done with school. I do like local stuff. I'd like to stay away from the big corporate stuff. That's where America got founded and came up from, is from people growing their own food and selling it and making their own stuff and selling it, and big corporate conglomerates are out for money, not for the welfare of us. So people,
they don't care about that, they care about money.
so local farmers and local people who grow stuff that's the greatest thing. So.
Kevin Brown. I'm in 3rd grade, and I like photography.
Excellent.
I'm gonna take over the world someday, all these Kevins.
Take over the world.
It's an alliance.
Three Kevins here.
So that's great. I hope hope that you all got a chance to write down some questions that you're interested in. One of the things that we often will find is that sometimes our questions really are similar, and maybe we all have some similar questions going on, and so that's the reason for what we've done here with the Post-it notes. So we'll need one person to start, and what I'd like to do is we'll go around the circle, and each person pick a question to read that you really are interested in. And when you read out your question, come up and put it on this board here. And when you do that, everyone else needs to kind of think about your questions, right? So let's say Kevin reads his question, and I've got a question that's like that. So I'll go through here, and I will pull out that question, and I'll put it on my knee or on the ground or something. So when it's my turn, I'll read my new question that no one's had yet, but then I'll also put my other questions, you know, the ones that were the same as Kevin's, I'll put right on top of his sticky note. So we'll get little stacks of sticky notes that are similar questions. So who wants to go first?
Well,
She's a constitution.
yeah, almost. Are there any organic farmers around?
And it's going to kind of be a judgment call of whether you think it's the same or not, so use your best judgment. Good question, thanks.
Why is it that it is incredibly cheaper to buy industrialized food from out of state than it is to buy locally? And considering transportation and the other factors that are involved.
Why is it more expensive to buy? Good question. Why is it more expensive to buy industrialized food from out of state than it is to buy the stuff that's grown locally? I guess the other side of that is why is local food more expensive? Here's a question. How much of the food that we eat comes from more than 75 miles away? What percentage?
How many year-round gardens do you have in town?
How easy is it to for an everyday person to build a farm? Or,
Nice.
This is kind of like for farmers, us towards a farmer, what is the benefit in your opinion of growing locally rather than being an industrialized thing?
That's great.
Sorry.
No, it's good. I'm going to try and organize a little bit.
How do local farmers compensate for Reno weather?
Excellent.
I was thinking of that too.
It sucks.
That was funny.
Alright, is it better for the economy to get food from farmers markets or local farms?
Wow. Question now.
What or who is a farmer in the 21st century?
How is the locally grown food marketed?
Yeah.
Where are the Great Basin food co-ops potatoes?
They use pesticides in their crops.
Great.
Are we still going?
Yeah, we're going to go all the way around until all of our sticky notes are on.
Okay, well, so the ones that we thought were relevant to the other ones, can we put them up there?
Yeah, please. When you read your new question, then bring up the other ones and let people know. And then here was my version of this question and put it right on it.
Okay, so the new question I have is why don't schools have better choices for fruits and vegetables?
Okay.
Really crappy. And then the questions I thought were similar were, one was related to his, how much lower would it cost for everyone to buy locally if everyone bought locally? How many farmers are in the area? I thought went with gardens. How can we learn to grow our own food? And then the other one was with weather. How would it be available for us to grow our own food in this climate?
You stole all my questions.
Yeah.
That's good, that's good. And that's what we're looking for, actually.
All right.
That's me.
Alright, so this is more of an opinion question for, I guess, the people who've asked around, but how often do we actually think about what we are consuming?
Okay.
I was gonna go the wrong lines, pretty much where it was like, how much healthier is it to eat food from local farms and gardens? And could it be more cost efficient to buy local and organic food, like, you know, like supply and demand, like if there's more of it, it would cost less. But could local gardens and farms help local businesses? Is there enough food made in local farms and gardens to supply a whole restaurant? And a whole family and other families live off of local gardens?
Okay, right on.
And then my next question, I think someone already used it. Does Reno's weather affect some of the farms?
Yeah.
That's great.
Doesn't have sticky things.
But it is an important question.
Yeah, no, put it right up on the other one.
There.
Local weather. Yeah, here, how do farmers compensate for Reno weather?
I think that's a good way to describe it, especially today.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, the nice 80-degree weather, now it's 32 degrees outside.
Yeah,
so.
cold.
Do you grow organically? Why or why not? That kind of goes with the pesticides one.
It's right there.
Yeah, that does.
Second row. Second row.
Second round.
Third column, second row.
Yeah, just put it right on top. It's okay, and we'll spread them out later.
3B.
Miss.
All right, and then
Oh.
I don't know. That was sweet. Anyways, why would you say your product is better than other local farmers?
Good question for the local chefs, maybe.
I don't know if that
No.
coincides.
No? That sounds good.
I'm sure people will find things that might repeat and will compensate.
Alright, well, you guys are all talking about growing food, and I want to know about local slaughterhouses. I like meat, so.
We've got at least
Kevin?
one.
Well, it has to do with food.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't consume it.
Local, local meat, you
Yeah,
know, you have to
local.
kill them to
Yeah.
eat them, so.
We have at least
Not
one,
necessarily
the
that
wolf
most
pack
of us
meats.
probably carnivores.
Where we
Oh, really?
Yeah. So-
Pretty sure there's one out in Washoe too, but I don't know if it's still operating.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this doesn't pertain to our thing, but are we gonna be visiting any slaughterhouses?
We'll get to that later.
Please no.
And that would definitely be an option trip, so. Moving on before, yeah.
Well, that's still part of local. you know,
No, it
all
totally
about
is.
local
It's
food.
a great question.
I don't know about
The question about whether we're all gonna go to it or not. that-
Well, I was
we'll-
wondering if I'm
we'll cover that
vegetarian,
later.
like, I wouldn't mind going just to see, like,
Yeah.
for myself what happens, because that's not one of the reasons, well, it's part of the reason why I'm vegetarian, but still.
you know.
I've seen a bunch of that when I lived in Michigan, so, yeah.
Oh, and I have some relevant questions, I think, I'm sorry. I said, where are most of our local farms, and that's probably up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Something that's relevant somewhere.
Sorry, we're gonna spread these out onto these different boards eventually, and so it'll,
That way it goes by topic.
yeah, just kind of be thinking in your minds, you know, hey, some of these are clustering around health, and maybe, you know, organic and that sort of thing, and some of these seem to be clustering around, like, I don't know, cost, economy.
Alright, so I have like three that are basically the same.